bodybuilding is killing its athletes, and no one is doing anything about it. Did you know that a perfect body can hide a deadly enemy? The shiny world of bodybuilding covers up a dark and terrifying truth. Behind those massive, chiseled muscles are bodies that are falling apart from the inside. And what's killing these athletes isn't a lack of discipline or training, but dangerous drugs that are slowly destroying them. The death sport, the secret cost of the perfect physique. In recent years, bodybuilding has turned into a deadly race. Athletes are getting bigger and more muscular, but the price they're paying is with their own health and lives. The obsession with building enormous, sculpted bodies is pushing bodybuilders to abuse extreme amounts of steroids and insulin, turning their bodies into ticking time bombs. What most people don't know, or simply refuse to acknowledge, is that these athletes, who seem like walking pictures of strength and health, are dying on the inside. Their hearts, kidneys, and livers are being torn apart by the relentless use of these substances. What's worth more? A moment of glory on stage or years of life lost forever? Steroids and insulin, a deadly mix. Steroids have long been known for their dangerous side effects. But in the pursuit of even bigger, leaner bodies, bodybuilders are now taking massive doses, combining multiple types of steroids, and using them for longer periods. On top of that, they're adding insulin into the mix, a drug that's meant to help diabetics, but is now being misused to achieve a freaky physique. This reckless combination of insulin and steroids wreaks havoc on the body's systems, sending their health into a downward spiral. Instead of maintaining a strong, healthy physique, these athletes are putting themselves at risk of heart attacks, kidney failure, hormone imbalances, and sudden death. The side effects of these drugs can be devastating. Hair loss, acne, and aggressive behavior are just the surface-level symptoms. What lies beneath is far worse. Shrunken testicles, organ failure, severe depression, addiction, and a never-ending cycle of physical and emotional destruction. Why is no one stopping this? Here's where the competitions and their organizing bodies share the blame. How can such high-profile events continue to turn a blind eye to this growing crisis? In many bodybuilding competitions, they don't even conduct drug testing, a blatant act of negligence that leaves athletes free to use dangerous substances unchecked. By not enforcing stricter rules, these events are, whether they admit it or not, encouraging athletes to use even more extreme drugs just to stay competitive. This puts bodybuilders in a cruel position: follow the unspoken rules of the sport and risk their lives, or give up their shot at success and fame. A dark future for bodybuilding. If things don't change, bodybuilding is heading toward a grim future. The pressure to be bigger, stronger, and more shredded than the competition is pushing athletes beyond their limits, to a point of no return. Every year, more bodybuilders fall victim to this unregulated drug use, and if nothing is done, we'll see even more deaths in the sport. The harsh truth is this: if these drugs continue to be ignored by the competition organizers, we can expect a future where more young athletes, inspired by unrealistic physiques and false ideals, will sacrifice their lives for a look that's slowly killing them. Conclusion: is it really worth it? In the end, we have to ask, is it worth it? Is it worth destroying your body, inside and out, for a trophy, a few moments of applause on stage, or a perfect photo that hides the pain, suffering, and life-threatening risks lurking behind the scenes? Bodybuilding should be a sport of discipline, focus, and strength. But today, it's drowning in a dangerous and deadly culture. How long are we going to pretend this isn't happening? The future of these athletes is in our hands. Either we change now, or we brace ourselves for more tragedies.